Congratulations for making it to Civil Services interview.
Thank you so much, sir.
How was your interview?
It was quite well. I said the questions were very different from my DAF also. Some of the current affairs also. The very interesting question that sir has asked me about a smile. So yes, it is going very well. That put me that put smile on my face. It went very well.
What were the type of questions being asked by the board?
Mostly the static questions, mostly from the botany. That is my subject of the graduation. Some of the questions from the history, my optional. There are 3 to 4 questions from the current affair that is going on in the world: Russia, Ukraine, Russia, US, and some recently Israel, Hamas. That's all.
Would you introduce us about yourself and your educational background?
Yeah, sure. My name is Sarla. I born in Bikaner district of Rajasthan. Then I shifted to West Bengal and I have completed my graduation from Bengal. After that, I started preparing for the various competitive exams. I gave CDS, CAPF and the CSC. This is my last attempt, but the very first mains in the first interview. I'm very hopeful for the results. Thank you.
Would you enlighten us about the journey that you have come towards last couple of years?
Yes. It's a kind of a roller coaster journey that I have. There are failures also, there are setbacks also, but there are motivations you can see. So yes, my father and my mother, they are always there to push me up, that you have to wake up and study and go for it and chase your dream. That motivates me a lot.
What was your strategy for prelims, given the complex nature of this exam and the CSAT, which is said to be very unpredictable in the nature?
Yes, CSAT cost me my 2 years. So I can tell you the CSAT is very unpredictable in the present times. If one want to clear the prelims, he have to work CSAT. GS, yes, to some extent the levels are declining in the present time, but we can tackle GS, but we have to work for the CSAT. For the prelims, I used to solve the test series that are available in the market, but stick with my basics.
So how did you approach it like CSAT, which you say it's very unpredictable?
Yes.
And how did you minimize the mistakes and improvise your preparation?
I solved the last 10 years PYQs that are available because these are the most authentic source that are available for the CSAT. And I try to solve some of the questions which are repeatedly asked in the UPSC. So that helps me very well in the CSAT.
What was your approach for the mains, given the back-to-back 5 days of examination and too much of stress?
It was quite of a remembering period, I guess. But mains is all about the practice which you have done in the previous time. It is not the 1 day, 2 day or 3 day strategy. You have to practice for the whole long years, and you have to write for continuous 6 hours a day. So that kind of a practice you have to do. The mains is all about the how you write the knowledge you have, how you implement those on the papers. That's all.
How challenging was the mains, and what are some of the alternatives that you use in order to improvise your preparation for the mains?
My strategy for the mains was not quite different from others, as it is mostly revolved around the topper strategies. I used to study the most toppers copies that are available in the market, and yes, I write some of the maps, schematic diagrams, some kind of experiment which I have done in my mains. That will work, but you have to go with this basics and content that are available for the questions.
Did you prepare for this exam like for prelims and mains separately, or was it like an integrated approach?
There is no such separated themes like for the prelims and mains. If you study for the mains, it ultimately cover your prelims part. There are some factual questions are there in the prelims which can be covered from the various subjects such as an PT 665 and other sources which are available. But there are various other things. So, like it is integrated, quite integrated approach. Yes.
Did you go for coaching or mentorship? What was the mode of your preparation for this exam?
I believe there are some guides that will help me a lot. Not in the coaching industry. The people are in the service. They are my friends, so they help me a lot. Coachings maybe it play a very important role. The people for the one who do not have any guidance and the mentors, for them coachings are important, I believe. But there is there is no particular say if you haven't done coaching you cannot clear prelims. It is not true. It is not at all true.
It's not true. So given the competitive and the challenging nature of this exam, how did you keep yourself physically and emotionally fit?
Physically, as I have a hobby of going gyms and running, so physically I will fit. Mentally, I have my parents, my family, to whom I can discuss all the problems. So yes, these are the two supports.
So parents are the ultimate support system. which helps you to relieve the stress.
Yes.
What's your take on mental health and UPSC preparation?
I think there are the times when you feel isolated, you feel depressed, we are giving our 100%, but the result is not coming out. That gives a kind of a demotivation, and that may lead to the depressions. But I think in that particular period, we do not have to sit back and sit. We have to move. We have to come back from that study or the isolations. We have to talk to someone who can uplift you. In my case, my parents and my friends, I guess, they play a very important role.
What are your hobbies, and what, according to you, is the role of hobbies in civil services preparation?
My hobbies are like training exercises and the cooking. It has a very important role that helps me in the previous question that you have asked. Mental depression. Hobbies can play a very important role to put you out from this depressions or this isolation phase, because ultimately they cheers you up. That will help you. So hobbies have some roles.
Was there any moment where you felt you're down with the preparation and like very exhausted?
There are various moments, like every single time you give prelims and your names are not in the list, the day was fully gone with this feeling that yes, this exam is not made for me. But at the end, this feelings goes away with the time. You have to come back.
So how is that moment when you do not find your name in the suppose prelims list, and then like the next day you again have to prepare from secret? How is that feeling, and how do you tackle that emotion and the feeling and then lift yourself up?
I think it's a kind of a mix of feeling. Sometimes we feel depressed also, frustrated also. We do not want to talk to people. Even we do not want to face the reality. It's a totally challenging phase. But I think with the time it will goes away. You have to find your support system. You have to find the alternatives that are available to you. And one thing that one has told to me, that UPSC is not the end. It is just a start. So even if you like lose your hope in the starting, how can you win the battles which is ahead? So you have to fight.
What are some of the key challenges that you have faced in this preparation?
I think related to related to study, I don't find any challenges. It's all about the time, like how you invest your time. Sometimes I see that I give 5 to 6 years to this journey and still I'm not nowhere. That gives you some kind of a hopeless feeling, but I think it is useful because the process has already learned me a lot, give me a knowledge that helped me to, I think I'm a totally different person. So I think there is no harm in this.
Was there any backup plan in your mind? कि अगर ये नहीं होगा तो मैं क्या करूँगा? Something like that. Or should aspirants have plans?
I have some my job, so
You're in the job currently. What are you doing currently?
that I cannot share because it is an intel service. Yes.
Okay, we are comfortable with that. Uh,
I-
one more question. Like, how was the night before interview? और अब आपको कैसा feel हो रहा है?
It is kind of a relief right now. I'm feeling happy also, worried also for the result, but I think happiness is more. Before the night, I think yesterday night, I think it was similar kind of a things. I was just hoping that what will happen in the UPSC Bhavan, how will I enter, what will be my board, what kind of the question they ask. These are going in my head, but I think it's fine. It's totally good.